Hey guys, and welcome to Petrol Ped, and welcome to this week's Midweek 180. Now, first up, apologies for not putting one of these out for the last couple of weeks. That's down to me having videos under embargo, and on both occasions the embargo lifted on a Wednesday. So I made the decision to put those videos out instead of a Midweek 180. But if you've not seen one of these before, this is my Midweek update where I bring you my news, views, and information about upcoming reviews, all filmed in one take. Now then, housekeeping from the last Midweek 180, which is like 2-3 weeks ago. Leader of the pack was Francois G. Well done, mate. Joined in the Magnificent Seven by Michael Kember, Ben Higginson, Rod Matheson, Kevin DG7, Malcolm Brew, and Gary Matthews. So whoever puts the first comment this week, you'll be my leader of the pack next week, and the first 7 comments will be in my Magnificent Seven. Now then, F1 from the weekend just gone by. Monaco, baby. Yeah. Or no. So I have a love-hate relationship with Monaco because it's one of my favourite Grand Prix. Not for the racing, but just for the setting. It's an amazing place for a Grand Prix to take place. And I was very lucky a few years ago to actually go and watch the race, and I still hold that as one of my favourite sporting memories. Bless me. That I've ever had. Anyone else get hay fever? Me. However, the racing's always a bit rubbish. They did implement a double pit stop requirement this year to try and spice things up a bit, but as always happens with these things, the teams worked out some clever strategy to use and abuse that, and it just made the racing not that great. Brilliant for Lando to win. Clearly, Max was holding out right till the end, hoping for a red flag, which never came. And it was a great result for McLaren as a team. So that's all good. But I'd love to know what you think about whether or not you think F1 should still race there. It's certainly not due to the racing, and I'm not sure there's a great deal that can be done to improve things. I've seen a few things this week about maybe changing the layout of the track a little bit, but if you've ever been to Monaco, there's not a great deal of wiggle room to do that. So, yeah, it's a shame. Anyway, moving on. I've got 2 new cars to talk about this week. First up is the Alpine A390. Now, I could have actually gone to the reveal of this car in Dieppe. However, I just couldn't make the dates work, so I couldn't go. It's an interesting one. Alpine are calling it a sport fastback. It's the latest addition to their dream garage after the A290 and, of course, the original A110. They've got a kind of almost the sports car replacement, electric replacement to the A110 coming to make up the 3 cars in their dream garage. It's kind of like an electric Macan rival, really. 430 horsepower in GTS trim. I quite like the look of it. There are nods to bits of Alpine in there. It's about as far removed from an A110 as you can possibly get, the A110 being super lightweight, internal combustion, flappy paddles, very dynamic handling, amazing little things to chuck down a B road. Clearly, the A390 is a kind of big 4-seat sportback. It does, however, have some cool stuff. It's got 3 electric motors, 1 on the front axle and 2 on the rear axle, and they've done this very clever torque vectoring, apparently, which will add to its cornering and dynamic capabilities. I can't wait to get my hands on it, because one of the things Alpine do very well is their cars, like the A290, the numbers on a piece of paper aren't that impressive, but to drive, it's got an amazing feel and an amazing ability. It's got an 89 kilowatt hour battery, 340 miles WLTP, so maybe around about 300 miles in the real world, and it will do 0 to 62 in under 4 seconds, so 3.9 seconds. Let me know what you think. I think it's an interesting looking car. The other car that broke cover this week is a bit more exciting for us petrol heads. It's the M2 CS. Now, I remember very fondly the previous generation M2 CS. I drove a manual one at Bicester, and that was an amazing car. I remember the spec. It was black with gold wheels. Just a brilliant, brilliant car. So the M2 CS, 530 horsepower, so a 50 horsepower increase from the standard competition car, 690 newton meters. It's, again, 0 to 62 in 3.8 seconds, 3 litre straight 6 engine. like all of these things, the outside styling I think is dominated by the big ducktail on the boot lid, which looks really cool. Wider arches, a bit more squat and aggressive stance. They've done a lot of work on the chassis and the brakes. The ride height's dropped a lot over the standard car. New dampers. Typical BMW, really. They do all these things with the CS models, and when you add all of those bits together, you just end up with a brilliant car. And apparently they start from 86,800 quid, which actually is a lot less than I would have guessed. I would have guessed up near the £100,000 mark. So I actually think that's probably a couple of things. I think you need to be a reasonably good driver to tap into the extra over and above a standard M2 competition, which are amazing cars. But yeah, very, very interesting. Now, while we're on the subject of M cars, I was at the MotoGP the weekend just gone with the guys from the podcast. And Joe, amazingly, thanks to Fabian at BMW M, got us some M laps. So at the end of the practice day, the Saturday, we hung around at the circuit and we went round Silverstone in an M5 Touring. I called shotgun, so I was in the front seat, and Joe and his lovely other half Lou in the back seats. And it was pretty spectacular. Let's head to Silverstone and I'll show you what I mean. So, Hotlaps. BMW Hotlaps in an M3 Touring.
Well, M5, we might impress the M5.
Or,
I think we should. Yeah.
Which one do you want? Do you want your current car or your previous car?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, just because I have an M5.
Okay, they'll be fine, whatever it is.
He's sending it. Right, next up, a lap of the Silverstone Grand Prix circuit in something very fast. Is it an M5 Touring?
M5 Touring, yeah.
So we'll be able to see what it's meant to be driven like.
Oi!
Okay, in we get. Oh. Hey, how are you, man?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Pat, this is the legend I was talking about. I've forgotten your name.
Mike.
Yes. Mad Mike.
Mad Mike. So we ready in the back?
Oh yes. Look at this. We got a sort of panic hand.
Oh wow, that is impressive skills. I'm being strapped in properly.
Quedan muchos.
Okay.
Lo digo porque la siguiente haré una para enfriar.
Vale, te lo digo la siguiente, ¿vale? Chao.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Seatbelts on.
Yes.
Full send.
There we go. Oh yes. M5 Touring around Silverstone with Mad Mike. And people say this car is too heavy and not capable. Are you mad? Are you mad?
Wow. Woohoo!
Yes.
Wow, here we go. Go, go, go. What have we got? 200. Oh, that's outrageous.
Oh my goodness. Mike, you're not paying for the fuel for their tyres, right?
Yeah, we try to keep some tires until the end.
Here we go.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow. Whoa, those brakes are good.
Oh my God. We are going sideways at 100 odd miles an hour through there.
Wow, here are Maggots Beckett's, bring it on. Oh. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Joe, you've got one of these. Do you drive it like this?
Not quite. I need to hire Mike. Right, here we go, on the back straight. What are we going to see down here? 250? Let's have a look. It's 200.
Just shy of 230. Wowzers.
Oh, it's just beautifully balanced.
Here we go into the tight bits.
Okay, my head's hurting now.
There we go. Full send around the last corners. Come on, son.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
You legend.
Now that was
Thank
epic.
you.
Thank
Cheers,
you, buddy.
buddy. Thank you, my friend.
Epic,
you.
man. Thank you,
Thank you
mate.
for
Great to
coming.
see you.
Are good in the back?
You too.
Yeah. Thanks, Axel. Thank you, Fabian.
17, Mike.
Best experience.
Wow.
17 quedan. 17
That is utterly ridiculous.
Yeah, just take the wrong one. Can you imagine?
How was that, my lovely?
That was amazing. Yes.
Joe?
You've got to get in that. And he's Mad Mike. He's the crazy one. Oh, really? Fucking hell. Sideways. Oh, sorry. Taylor Mackenzie, everyone.
Well, I'm now nervous.
Absolute legend.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's nervous.
Yeah.
He's how many
Am I
accidents
right
do you
to
had
be
around here?
nervous? Enough. I don't need any more. I just signed a little waiver. I didn't realise what I was signing until now I'm sat here.
You're just signing your life
Did
away,
you read
don't we?
it first?
No, of course
You'd
not.
signed it, but you didn't read
No,
it.
when have I ever read a waiver?
No, exactly. They're just bits of paper. They don't mean
That
anything.
is-
yeah.
Make sure you go out in the
That
M5.
is something else.
He's
Something else.
He's got a few
Mate,
skills.
mate, thank you for organising that, my friend.
Pleasure.
How good was that?
That was really good. Really good.
Should we get the bar now?
Yes.
Yeah, let's go to the bar. Yeah, anyone who says an M5 Touring is too fat and too heavy and isn't very dynamic and can't be driven well, they just don't know what they're talking about. How that car does what it does is unbelievable. And the guy driving was just absolutely, I mean, he was probably only driving at 7/10 for him, but it felt like for a normal human being, like 10, 11/10 maybe, sideways through most of the corners. It was a phenomenal experience. So a massive thank you to BMW M for that one. And then finally, this Friday's video, I'm doing an update on my Macan. It's getting some new tyres and just a general update. I've had the car now a couple of months and I thought you might like an update on how I'm getting on. So tune in on Friday at 6 for that. But for now, I'm going to love you and leave you. If you enjoyed that, give me a thumbs up. Comments below are always welcome. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to Petrol Ped for plenty more content to come. Make sure you check out some of the videos that have dropped recently. I put a video out last week. I didn't put a video out on Monday because it was bank holiday and I've been busy and stuff and just didn't have a video for you. But the Friday before that, I put one of my 5.0's supercars videos out with a Ferrari 348 Spider. Such a special car, such an amazing experience. The soundtrack is amazing, and I'm quite, I think, disappointed at the viewing figures, the results that video is getting. So if you've not watched it yet, head on over and watch that one, please, and share it with your mates because I'd love to get it a few more views. But for now, I'll see you on the next one. You take care, guys. Drive safe.